What is going on, guys? It's your boy Slick. Today we're going to be talking about the Object 685. Yep, it's a new vehicle coming to the server, coming to the live server in 1.91. So, I didn't want to make a video about any more hype vehicles. I didn't want to do that. But I make a video earlier on today on some normal shit that was fun, and it doesn't get as many views as this hype shit. So I figured I'd still cover the hype shit. I'm just going to give you guys the realistic expectations of this. So first of all, yeah, it's a cool vehicle. Am I going to play it? Probably. I'll probably still be playing War Thunder at this point. Am I excited for it? Yeah, I guess so. But what I don't understand is, let's just take a look at this tab here. This is the Airborne Tank Object 685. It is a light amphibious airborne tank. The reason it's called the Object, by the way, is it's a prototype tank. It was never made. I think there was one produced. So developed in 1975, released prototype in service with the Soviet Army, was not a member, in battles, did not participate. So just for example, you see this tank right here, the Mouse? You see this bad boy? Yeah, the Mouse is getting taken out of War Thunder because of its it was produced once. One of them were made, or one functional was made, or whatever. But they're going to add tanks like this, which, I get it, but I wish that they were upfront about it. So basically why they were taking away the Panther II, the Mouse, the Quelly, and all that stuff, is because they think that they're too good for the tier. That's what Gaijin assumes. That's honest, or that's what I think. The Mouse has been power creeped to the point where fixing the Mouse would take a little bit of effort. And instead of doing that, they're just going to remove it. And instead, they're going to put vehicles like this in. This will probably be a 9.0 vehicle. It's pretty much a 906. While it's cool and it gets a 100mm gun, it didn't exist in any capacity. It didn't see a battlefield. It didn't fucking do anything. And they're going to add this instead of telling us the truth with the Mouse and other vehicles like that. We're getting rid of paper tanks, but we're going to keep putting prototype bullshit in. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But regardless, let's talk a little bit about this tank. So basically, think of a 906, right? An Object 906. It's amphibious. This vehicle's amphibious too. It gets an autoloader. It shoots shells out of the back of the turret now. It gets shell ejection. I'm excited for that, right? But it gets a 100mm gun instead. So it gets a 100mm gun with, it also fires AP. It says, let's take a look. Auto mechanism will significantly increase the fire rate compared to other Soviet tanks armed with 100mm gun. To round off the combination of excellent ballistics and fire rate, it'll also have access to a wide selection of various ammunition types, ranging from armor-piercing rounds with explosive filler to chemical rounds going all the way up to highly potent sub-caliber munitions. So sub-caliber munitions are any type of sabot that where as soon as it exits the barrel, it ejects the sabot, discarding sabot. So basically long rods. This thing's going to get darts, I'm assuming. So it's going to have darts. It's an auto loader. It can go 70 kph. It can float. And it's going to be a pin cushion for tanks at top tier. So when you see this thing and you shoot it with a dart, it's not going to get hull broken, and it's not going to die in one shot, most likely. And that's the major issue with this game. It's like, why would you not spend time putting something like the Puma in? I'm not saying that they're not going to, but they're going to work on a vehicle like this that was produced, one of them was produced. They're going to take the Mouse out a week prior and say that the Mouse wasn't made, and that's why they're taking it away. But they just put a tank in that... You get what I'm saying? I think you guys get what I'm saying. Does this mean that I'm not excited for this vehicle? No, I'm going to play it. I like this. I genuinely think it'd be a cool vehicle. But in light of what has been occurring the past week and month with us saying we want the game to be fixed, and they keep doing shit like this, like, I get that this was already made probably months ago, and I understand that they want to release the dev block, but whoever's the PR manager over there is just out of their goddamn gourd, because this is not how you deal with a problem in the community. You don't deal with a problem in the community by showing a premium helicopter with the swipe of a credit card. You can get Hellfires, and you don't get it by showing a tank that was not mass-produced for Russia. Like, there's already... It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, and I think that they're fucking crazy and out of their mind. Now, how do I think this tank will perform in game? I think it's going to be excellent. It's an autoloader with 100mm. It gets darts, it gets chemical rounds, and AP rounds. It goes 70 kph, so you're going to be able to flank. It's going to do the same thing the 906 can do, which is fast fire rate, flank, and use AP in the sides of these MBTs that have no means to stop it because it's a pin cushion. You'll probably have countless times where you're going to get shot in this thing. The round will just go straight through and not kill anything vital for you to shoot back, and then you're going to be able to shoot back and kill whatever is firing at you first. Even if you didn't get the advantage in the situation, you didn't win the gunfight, and you didn't win the positioning fight. So, you know, it's just going to be another tank to cover up what is the mess, and it'll die off quick. Like, the hype around this will die off quick once people get them and realize how good they are, and that'll probably be it. So honestly, that's kind of how I feel. Let's talk about the Lynx a little bit too, my issue with the Lynx. So this is a premium helicopter. Not only are helicopters getting swatted right now by ADATs and Tunguskas and whatnot, this is a premium helicopter that you would have to pay for to get Hellfires. Now, if there's no Hellfire equivalent in the British tree, it's going to be pretty fucking dumb that they made the Hellfires only accessible through buying for Britain. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure this Lynx didn't even carry Hellfires. I just don't think it carried them at all. It also gets 4 AAMs. So we go from premium helicopters that can carry ATGMs that are good, right? All the premium helicopters in this game right now can only carry ATGMs. Now we have one that carries Hellfires and AAMs. So we went from like the lowest and just jumped straight to the highest. It wasn't, there was nothing in between. There was no like, oh, you can ease yourself into the British helicopters with this helicopter. It's like, no, you could just get the best thing by buying it. Forget about not buying it. And it's just really scary to see all this stuff unfold. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully they have ideas for other changes. Like, you know, we talked about earlier on in the video, or earlier on in the week, we talked about the map changes. I'm excited that they're doing that, and hopefully it helps. But at the same time, you can only ban one map. So you still have the potential to see a shit ton of maps that aren't good. On top of that, the Lynx is one of the best helicopters in the world for speed and agility. Not like it's the fastest top line, but it's speedy as fuck. And it can do barrel rolls, and it can flip, and it's kind of low profile. So you're going to get a better AH-1Z in the British tech tree for money. And, you know, I don't know how else to say it, but that's about it. If you guys want to see a happy video where I don't talk about dev blogs and rant a little bit, feel free to check out today's earlier video. It was on the PE8 and the BT7. Had some fun with Odd. And that's about it. Hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.